Hey everyone, this is HalfBearMan, and I am bringing you my first league commentary. I'm playing Yorick this game. Yorick is a tanky DPS. He really specializes in spamming his abilities. Pretty much, he spams abilities like a boss, and doesn't afraid of anything. Let's see. So I'm playing Yorick solo top because we have a jungler, and they don't. So I'll be playing Yorick 1 vs 2 solo top, which Yorick is perfectly suited to do this. But as you can see, I'm the only one loading right now, and yeah, that's because I disconnected at like 10 seconds into the game. So now I'm reconnecting, and yeah, I'm gonna have to go up 1 vs 2 top, and I'll be level 1, and they'll be level 3. So it's not good. This is not looking good so far. But Yorick is very good at solo top 1 vs 2, or just 1 vs 1. He's just amazing because he has great sustain, he has great poke, and he has good survivability. Let's get this chat out of the way, and okay. So, I'm Yorick. I am going up top, take over from Kog'Maw, who is Puddle. You might know him if you've been watching his YouTube videos on Gowaino02's channel. But yeah. So, Yorick. I take his W first. His W is Omen of Pestilence. You summon a decaying ghoul, which does AoE magic damage and slows everyone around it. And it's a really good ability. Take it first. I max it second. So you can watch me spam stuff and stuff. But yeah. So I start off with a Meki Pendant because Yorick has insane mana issues, pretty much, because he is spamming all the time, and he needs that Meki Pendant to start off with. So, as you can see, my tower is kind of getting boned here. It's at half health, and they're just going to keep pushing this lane. I mean, it's Olaf Yi. Both of them have AoE abilities that can clear waves really fast, and they know that I can't really do much to stop them from pushing. So they're just going to keep pushing and try and take this tower out, and I'm just going to keep trying to stop them. I mean, that's what I've got to do. But yeah. So,
first blood.
Yorick. So level 2, I take his E, which is Omen of Famine. It is a single target nuke that summons a Ravenous Ghoul on the target, and this Ravenous Ghoul will attack, and percentage of its damage gets returned to you as health. So it's basically just a lifesteal ghoul. It's the source of his great sustain in lane. I max it first. Max it by 9. It's a great ability. So, what you do when you're harassing champions is you put your W on them, and then you put your E on them. So you can get both of your ghouls will attack them, and you'll get health back from your Ravenous Ghoul, and you'll get more damage from the ghouls. So it's a really good combo, and it's why Yorick is so ungodly hard to beat in top lane. But yeah, I'm getting hit by Olaf with his reckless swing. But yeah, this tower, I just got to keep this tower alive as long as possible so that Shyvana can come gank. I mean, that's pretty much what I got to do right now. Alright, Yorick's Q. Yorick's Q is his Omen of War. It's on-hit ability. It's kind of like a Sheen proc, basically, and it'll summon a Spectral Ghoul, which will do more damage and make you run faster. So it's a good ability, but I'm not taking it right now because I just really need the AoE to clear off the minions from my tower, because my tower is still it's in bad shape. So yeah, so I have no mana. This is not looking good for my tower, and here comes Shyvana to gank, which is good, very good. So I'm just basically trying to keep up here, and I'm trying to lure out a gank, I guess. I don't have enough mana, but if I'm going to use a spell right now, I'm going to use my Slowing Ghoul, because we need to keep whoever we're trying to kill, right? Yeah, see, I just used my Slowing Ghoul and use my Exhaust on you, and Flash, take him down while he's meditating. So this is good. So now I don't have as much pressure on me. So you can get some farm, get some, rather than just spamming, I can actually last hit and get some farm. So yeah. Yorick's passive, I should probably talk about his passive. His passive is really good. Unholy Covenant, he takes 5% reduced damage and his base attacks deal 5% more damage for each summon that he has active. It's a good passive. It makes him really tanky and makes him do more damage, even if he doesn't have that much tanky items. But I do prefer building him tanky with a lot of mana, because he is a mana hog. So let's see. I just picked up my ultimate, and Yorick's ultimate, Omen of Death. You conjure a revenant, basically a ghost of any of your teammates. So, and this will do damage. It'll do damage, and if your teammate that has the actual revenant of it dies while the revenant is still alive, they will come back and like get a second chance to kill people. Basically, it's like a reverse Mordekaiser ult, and it's really good when you ult like Kog'Maw, and then you get both the carries. You basically get two carries murdering people. It's good. It's a great ability. So I went back, first trip back, and I bought my Tear of the Goddess. Yorick needs the Tear of the Goddess. He needs that mana. If he is not spamming, then he is basically useless. So I'm not going to build an Archangel, of course. I'm going to build a mana, because Yorick scales off attack damage rather than AP. So I've got some health potions so I can keep sustained in this lane even more. I don't know where Yi went. So he might be jungling, I'm not sure. But it's me versus Olaf up here. So I'm just going to keep harassing him with my WE combo, which is a really good combo. You can see it's taken him down quite a bit. Yeah. Just going to keep spamming my abilities, get some Tear of the Goddess charges. So basically, how I build Yorick is I build him like Rise. I build him with as much mana as possible, and buy a mana mune so I can get some damage. Like, I'll build a mana mune, I'll build a Glacial Shroud, turn that into a Frozen Heart, get a Banshee's Veil, get a Sheen. Sheen is really good on Yorick, then Triforce. But yeah, I usually just get the Sheen and then build my tankier items, because Triforce, it's a good item, but I just really don't think Yorick needs it as much as tankiness to start with. It's a good ending item off with him, but yeah, I just don't think it's as necessary as like Overlord Freak would say it is on pretty much everyone. But yeah, so he's back. He's got blue buff. I guess he's jungling a little bit. They're just gonna keep pushing this lane. I mean, I'm just gonna keep counter pushing. That's what Yorick does. So yeah, we're 4-1, so we're doing decently here with our kills to their kills. I'm not sure, but I think Puddle is really just not happy with what happened at the beginning of the game, because he got kind of screwed over and couldn't really do anything bottom lane. Couldn't get as much farm as he wanted. I apologize, Puddle. Yeah, but I'm running low on mana, even with a Tear of the Goddess, because that's what Yorick does. Yorick runs out of mana. He really needs mana. I mean, you could go to the standard tanky DPS build of Atmog, but I mean, that gives you no mana. And Yorick really doesn't do much if he can't cast his W to get in your face. I mean, and if he can't sustain with his E, then he's kind of worthless. So I don't like Atmogs in general. I mean, I've always found that other things work better, but yeah, I just really don't think it's great on Yorick, because he really needs mana to spam. So it looks like they're about to take down my tower. I mean, I'm running really low on mana, but it looks like Annie is coming up to help me, which is great, because I really need it right now from my tower. I probably could. I might be able to take them both on in a fight if I actually had mana, but I don't. And now Annie's going to come in, and my poor map awareness is going to let them get away, I think. Kind of back up. Oh, nope, Annie is using... Annie's just being broken. Well, not really. I just don't like Annie. Annie makes me angry, because Annie takes, like, no skill at all to use. But yeah, I'm just sitting here farming out like a boss, because Yorick likes to farm like a boss. With his shovel, he beats people in the face with his shovel, and is generally awesome. But yeah, I'm low on mana, so I'm probably going to go back right about now, or I might farm this wave. I think I'll farm this wave and go back. So yeah, you'll watch Yorick farm some more. Isn't it awesome? But yeah, the history with Yorick. Yorick first came out, and he was terrible. He was just bad. And I was really excited about him because I thought a ghoul summoning champion, like a necromancer or something, that also beat people in the face with a shovel, I thought that would be really cool, but then he just sucked. He was bad. And then Riot does what Riot does. Riot overbuffed the crap out of him, and he was broken for the longest time. But yeah, they finally decided to nerf him, and he's still really good. But he's not as good as he was when he was broken. It was ridiculous. Riot just loves overbuffing champions that don't need it. Well, he did need buffs, but he didn't need to be buffed that much. So yeah, I went ahead and I bought my Manamune, and I got some boots. So just gonna keep charging up my Manamune by spamming like a boss. Because I mean, there's nobody up here, and I might as well get some more farm. I mean, if you're playing solo top and everybody else is doing fine in their lanes and your tower goes down, you basically just want to farm under the protection, basically, of your inner tower. Yeah, you don't want to go out very far because your tower is down. But if they leave, then just farm up a storm. I mean, kills don't win games, man. Kills don't win games, and inner tower or outer towers don't win games. It's all about the farm. Inner towers, they might win games, but outer towers, you can live without them. I mean, if you have to let a tower go, you let a tower go. An outer tower. Don't ever let your inner mid tower go if you have to, because that is like the most important tower in the game. But outer top tower, I mean, 2 versus 1, what am I going to do? It's going to go down if they're just going to keep pushing. So, I'm not too worried about that. We're doing pretty good on kills. I'm getting, let's see, what's my farm rate? I'm at 60, not too great, but I mean, I was 2 versus 1 and I was trying to just spam them off my tower. So Wukong and Annie picked up Rise, that's good. Olaf is mid, so I know that I am going to be alone up here. So I don't remember if I go for the kill yet. I'm just going to keep poking at him for now and pushing his tower because he can't really do much against me when he's got low health and low mana. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to get ganked because Rise just died and Olaf is mid. And whoever, I think they had Soraka. Soraka's full bottom. She's missing, but I mean, I'm going to get ganked by Soraka. Yeah, it's not too troubling to me. I guess I'm going to go back. Or maybe I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing. This game happened like 3 weeks, a month ago, so I'm not sure what I'm doing. I guess I'm just going to keep farming. It's always a good choice. So he's using his meditate to get back to regen himself, which is probably a smart move, because if he had stayed at like 200, 300 health, I would have dived him. Because Yorick can dive pretty well with his ultimate. I mean, even if he dies, he's still going to kill you. So I go back and I'm starting on my Sheen and just grab a ward, because you always want to have a ward up. I probably should have bought one the last time I went back. So I noticed mid is getting kind